couple days ago, we went to Paultons Park to visit their brand new area, Valgard, Realm of the Vikings. And let me tell you, it was brilliant. I did do an opening day vlog, so if you want to go see that before this video, check it out. It's linked up there. There it is, you can see it there. So if you want to watch my initial reactions to the whole area, POVs, stuff like that, check it out. You've got free will. But ever since that day, I was wondering, is this the right direction for Paultons Park to go down? I mean, it's a family park and they've just installed quite a thrilling roller coaster. And the simple answer is, yep. So let's talk about each ride individually and the experience I had with it, all the theming in the rides and off the rides. And first of all, I just want to say, there's apples everywhere. I want to know what Paultons Park's apple budget was because they spent all of it, probably. So yeah, the area as a whole, I said it in the vlog, but it's just great. Like, it's such a good themed area. Vikings it's not the most common theme, but it has been done before. But for some reason, Valgard just feels like its own place. It feels like a little village that you walk into. It's just so well themed. And I said it on the day, but when you walk into it, you don't feel like you're in Paultons Park, because like it's so enclosed and everything is so close together that you genuinely feel like you're in your own little world. And that's because the theming is so good. You've got buildings all around you. Even the roofs are themed. Like, the roofs have been painted, which is good because Drakon is obviously very high, and when you're going on Wild Swing you can see the tops of the roofs, so you want them to be themed. And overall, it's a very colourful area for what the theme is, and they've done a great job. Like, I'm just so happy that Paultons Park have taken the time and put the money into making like good themed buildings, because I don't think we get that a lot in the UK, especially with Merlin. For example, the last couple Merlin rides we've had, the station buildings for the rides have been not great at all. We've got Hyperia, which is pretty much a warehouse. We've got Bluey the Ride, which is genuinely a bad-looking, unthemed warehouse. And we've got Mandrill Mayhem, which is a warehouse, but it kind of fits with the theme. Still a warehouse. So I'm very happy Paultons Park have actually properly themed up the inside of all their buildings to look wood. They're made out of wood. They've put the effort in, and it goes such a long way, especially for like an independent family theme park. A family-run theme park has put that amount of effort in, and it makes me so happy. A little rant about roofs there for some reason. Anyway, let's talk about all the rides. Let's talk about Drakon first of all, their main roller coaster in the area. Well, the only roller coaster in the area for now. And I was so excited for this. I mean, when this initially got announced, I was a bit iffy because it's a Eurofighter and typically they're very rough. They're very like one-trick pony-ish, I would say, with the vertical lift hill. But actually seeing it in person, it fits in with the area so well. And it's Paultons Park's first upside-down roller coaster, which is quite a big leap from what is quite a family theme park. I mean, think about it. We've got Peppa Pig World, which is for kids. And then you've got like, I think it's Critter Creek. I feel like I've got it wrong and I don't want to get it wrong. Critter Creek, I got it right. Look at me go. It's almost like this is my hobby. We've got Critter Creek, which is a very like family themed area as well. Ramping up to Lost Kingdom, where the rides are getting a bit more intense. And then you've got Tornadoes. I didn't mean to do that. Then you've got Tornado Springs, which is like okay, we're turning into a thrill area with Cyclonator. And now you've got Valgard, which is the cherry on top of everything. Like, if this is your first time going on roller coasters and rides, Paultons Park is like the perfect ladder to get onto like your first upside down roller coaster. And I really like it. I think it's a brilliant move from the park, and especially with the over the shoulder restraints. I mean, obviously, as theme park enthusiasts, we want lap bars, but when you think about it, it's a family theme park. People still don't really understand that lap bars are safe. If you're getting like an 8-year-old to go on Drakon and they see a lap bar, they're probably not going to like it. So I think over the shoulder restraints was a great shout, and they're very roomy as well. Like, I was sitting there and my shoulders were not touching the restraint at all. It's crazy. But I did bang my ears a couple times, but we'll get into that in a minute. So in terms of theming, it's such a well themed queue line. It's also a very short queue line, which I kind of like, because even when the queue is like sticking out the entrance, you know you've only got like half an hour to wait, because they were getting them trains out really quickly. So you sort of start in the queue line and you go up some stairs, and this whole time you're getting great shots of the ride like swooping past you. It looks really cool. And then you go into like a little indoor area, and this is why I really like this whole land as a whole, because it feels like Paultons Park are taking steps in the right direction. Like, there was literally a screen in a dark room, but it felt so modern and like good. It just felt good. But yeah, we'll get into that. So there's theming in the queue line. You walk through the queue line. Pretty normal queue line. Viking stuff everywhere. Apples everywhere, as always. And then you get to like a little tiny room where it's completely pitch black with a screen, and it tells you all the lore and the storyline for Drakon and why you're riding it. if you know what I mean. And it's really good. And I said this in the video, but it's good to see Paultons Park are not going down the weird AI product route. I think a t-shirt got released today at Thorpe Park and it's AI Colossus. How disrespectful do you have to be to release that t-shirt to the public and charge people money to wear an AI photo of a roller coaster? Just go outside. Take a photo. But anyway, that's for another day. So yeah, it looks like a whole custom animation of like the ride area and storyline, and I love that because you're not in that room for long, but it just like builds up the anticipation of why you're going on the ride and what the ride is going to be like, and it's great. And then you get into the station building, and like I said, it's fully themed up. You've got like dark lighting in the station, and each time a train gets dispatched, there's like a light show that goes off every time, and it's like added detail like that makes the whole experience so good. It's just good. It's good that they're putting effort in, because I feel like Merlin have just slowly been putting less and less effort in, and I don't want to be negative towards Merlin. They have great parks, but it's really hard to ignore it when every single time you get a new ride, they're taking back less and less. So it's very refreshing to get to go to a new theme park that doesn't hold back, and they actually put the money in and the time and the effort to make a good ride experience for everyone to enjoy. But anyway, let's talk about the actual ride experience of Drakon. Now, you have a little pre-lift hill section, which I didn't expect at all. You literally just do a left turn, and as you go around the left turn, there's some like armor, like vertical shoot smoke effects. Not the word. Smoke effects that shoot up. I don't think there's an onboard soundtrack, but there is a soundtrack as you're going around that bit. And again, they didn't need to do that, but they did. It's just something to add to the ride. And then before you get to the lift hill, you look up and there's a big dragon looking at you. I didn't even notice that the first time, so I had to go on it again to see its beautiful face. And yeah, as you're waiting on the lift hill, you look to your right and there's a sheep whose name is Valgard. That is canon, by the way. And the sheep starts moving a big wheel, and that big wheel powers the whole ride, and it sends you up the lift hill, the vertical lift hill, which I really enjoy, by the way. And then the ride begins. It's a beyond vertical drop, which again is quite a big thing for someone to go on if they're getting into roller coasters, but it's kind of putting them in the deep end as well. Once you've done that, you'll be alright. And yeah, it's not the tallest ride in the world, so you're not dropping for a long time. And then you get into the first element, which is sort of like a whip over. If you couldn't tell, I don't really know the technical terms for anything in life, but I'll put the POV on screen to kind of so you know what I'm talking about. You go into the first whippy element and you get some good airtime. Again, we only went on the ride twice, so I couldn't really tell you how I was feeling because I was a bit too excited. But you get into the first whippy element and it's very fun. You interact with Cobra as well, which is just, again, such a great detail. And again, they didn't need to do that. They could have put it in a completely different area, but they've packed it together so you get the interactive elements. I'm actually going to get a POV up because I can't remember anything. So you go down that little airtime hill that like whips you to the left, and then you get to the first inversion. Well, and then you get to the first inversion, which it just feels like it's just good. You get to your first inversion, you're upside down. If you didn't know, I'm following the POV. You come out the inversion, do a little right turn, and then you go into another. What do you call these? It's like that. You do that. Does that have a name? Probably. And again, good airtime. And let me tell you, the whole time you're on this ride, it is so smooth. Now, I did have my first ride on the back row. Silky smooth. Couldn't complain, no worries. And then we did the front row later in the day. And it's probably just me, but every time I'm on a ride that has over the shoulder, I normally like put my head out like that so I don't hit my ears. But because the restraints are so big, I physically couldn't do that. And that front row ride, it's not rough at all. Like, it's so smooth. But your head kind of does do that quite a bit, and I did bang my ears quite a lot. And again, it's not rough, it's so smooth, but it's probably a skill issue on my behalf. So I would love to have another ride on it to see if my neck can withstand the ride. And then you go into a little right turn down, and then you get to the stall. Now, I was so excited to experience this because I think it's like a UK first, if I'm remembering correctly. You get into the stall and you're upside down for like 3 seconds, and to have that at Paultons Park, like, it doesn't feel real. It's crazy. You get some great airtime. Again, the lap bar, well, the over the shoulder bar is quite tight on your legs, so you don't really like get the Hyperia dangle. But that being said, again, a great element to have on this ride type, and I think it works perfectly in the area. It's so good. And then after that, you go into a little turn and you're on the brake run. Now, it is quite a short ride, but I don't think that is a negative, to be honest. I don't think it's too bad. And bearing in mind, Paultons Park, the whole year is quite empty because the operations are so good. You're probably not going to be waiting any more than like 15 minutes on like a random Sunday to get on that ride. So I think it's very easily lappable cool, if you know what I mean. But yeah, going off them 2 rides, I think the back row was my favorite. Again, I need to do it more. I can't like confirm a good seat or anything, but yeah, I had a very good ride. It's a great coaster for the UK, and it's a very good fit for Paultons Park. I don't think I could see them adding any more like thrill coasters like that in the future. I feel like they're going to stick to like family thrill more than like thought park thrill. But I had a great time, and I can't wait to get on it again. I don't need to say it again, but like the design of everything is really good. The train design is fancy. It's got a little like raven skull on the front, I think, or is that a ram? I'm not sure. It's got a skull on the front, and yeah, it's brilliant. You're gonna have a great time if you haven't done it before, but I think it's a brilliant fit for the park. And then moving on to the other rides in the area, we've got Raven. Now, if you didn't know, Cobra used to be Raven. Raven used to be Cobra, so they kept the exact same ride. I actually have, if you look down there, that snake head is from the old Cobra car, and I bought it, and now I own it. So they completely rethemed the ride. It's the same ride, but I think it's gotten a lot smoother, and I don't know how that's possible given they didn't do anything to it, but it's so smooth. Every corner you go around, it's just silky smooth. The only thing I can really say about the ride is the theming upgrade it's had. Genuinely, the station building, I'll put up a video now, but it used to be a white box. There used to be nothing in that building, and it kind of put me off queuing if it was a long queue. I didn't really want to wait in there because there's nothing there. And you walk into it today and it's a completely different vibe. It's themed up. There's windows so you can look out. There's apples again everywhere and little animatronic ravens everywhere in the queue. They didn't need to make the ravens in the queue move, but they did because they're Paultons Park. And yeah, I think it's brilliant. So another little added themed detail is that when you're doing the airtime hills in the shed, there is a big raven head looking at you. You go past it like really quickly, but it's a great little detail. And yeah, it's a good ride. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because it's been there before, but a perfect fit to the area. And I love the interaction you get with Drakon. It works really well. And then moving on to the final ride in the area. Surprisingly, it was my favorite ride in the area. We have Valgard Swing. It is, if we're getting technical, an art engineering wild swing. There you go. And it is basically, I don't know how to describe it. Basically, here's my POV and listen to the genuine happiness it brought me.
Oh my gosh!
I kind of overlooked this ride because I thought, oh, it's like a family ride. It's not going to be that intense. So in my head, it doesn't matter. But we went on that like 3 or 4 times. It was so fun. And it's quite a short ride cycle. It's like a minute, I think, minute and a half. But again, it was opening day, so they're trying to get people through. So I don't know if there's a longer ride cycle that it could have, but it was so fun. I've never felt anything like that on a ride before. It's not intense at all. It's just it's a weird feeling. You do feel like you're like out of control, but in a fun, non-threatening way. So Paultons Park, pat yourself on the back because you bought a very good ride. And again, it's a UK first, so no other park in the UK has it, obviously. And what a place to have it. It fits in perfectly with the Viking area. This one is themed to like goblins and trolls. So in the queue line, there's a lot of goblins everywhere, just looking at you. And I think they're all designed by people in-house as well. So again, a lovely detail that you wouldn't get at any other park in the UK. And a little rant as well. I am so glad that Paultons aren't kind of going down the IP route as well, because they've got Peppa Pig Land. That is like the main draw to the park. When people think of Paultons Park, they probably only think of like Peppa Pig Land if they didn't know about anything else. So they kind of have that big IP, and I'm so glad that they are doing their own storytelling and they've made a whole world for their own. And Valgard is their own thing. I'm so happy they're not doing like, don't get me wrong, I love Chessington, but it's turning into Universal, and that's not a bad thing. But we've got Jumanji, World of Jumanji, Paw Patrol Land, and we're getting Minecraft Land. It's turning into an IP park, and again, not a bad thing, but I do really like original stories and lands, because I love creative things. So Paultons Park, yay! Can you tell I don't have a script for today's video? Because I can. So they are the 3 main rides for the area, and guess what? They're getting a new one next year for 2027. They're building a water coaster called Serpents Curse, I believe, and again, another UK first. Paultons Park are doing it right. They're building a whole new ride to fit in the Valgard area. And yeah, I can't wait. We won't talk about that today, but it's looking good. And then the last kind of thing I have to talk about in the land is the feasting hall, which is like the quick service restaurant for the area. Now, if you didn't know, quick plug, I have a second channel called Park Bites where I do theme park food reviews, and there is a Valgard food review, feasting hall review coming out soon. So subscribe and that will be coming out soon. So the feasting hall is themed to like, well, a feasting hall. It's got like rock work everywhere. There's big chandeliers on the ceiling that are like themed to bone candles, and everything is so good. They've got a sort of themed menu. It's a lot of chicken, very Viking-y. It's like a mini Nando's in there. It's very good. It's a lot. It's good. The value for money is very good. Again, I don't want to go into it too much because I do have a whole food review video coming out soon, but the whole vibe of it was brilliant. I mean, Paultons Park's food over the years has been brilliant, so I knew going into this one it wasn't going to be a letdown. I do think I could have picked a better meal. I picked a wrap, and it was okay. I just wish I went for like something new, but I guess I'll have to go back. Oh, what a shame. And yeah, a massive theming piece in there is obviously the Viking boat seating area. In the middle there's like a Viking boat, and it's a seating area, as you can probably tell, and in the corner there is like a big skull oven that is like flickering, simulating fire. And again, big centerpiece, big theming piece that they bought for the restaurant. They didn't need to, but they did. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say apart from it's just a good area. It's the perfect direction for Paultons Park to go into, because I mean, everyone who I speak to who doesn't know theme parks that well or Paultons Park that well, they assume it's like a kiddie park, and I think this is definitely going to put them on the map more than they already have been. And it just makes me so excited for what else they're going to do, because I know they're building themed accommodation for the park, which is again brilliant. I feel like I've said brilliant quite a lot this video. I'm sorry. And yeah, I can't wait to see what they're going to build next. What themed area are they going to make next? It's just so exciting. The potential is crazy. And Paultons Park, if you're listening, thank you for putting effort in. Thank you for keeping the creative industry alive with not using AI on like anything. I don't think I've seen anyone call out Paultons for using AI. Performers as well. I haven't even talked about like the opening day as a whole. There was a whole ceremony with like dancers and performers. It just really feels like they care about the guest experience, creative aspects, the enthusiasts as well. I mean, they have Superfans Day, they let you film on ride. Everything is great. So yeah, this whole video has been me glazing Paultons Park, but for a very good reason. So I'm gonna end this video and probably be annoyed that I forgot to talk about many things, but let me know what you think of Valgard down in the description. Don't do it in the description. You can't edit that. In the comments down below. Have you been to Valgard? Are you planking? Are you planning on going? A lot of people in my comments have said that they haven't been, but after seeing all the marketing and the vlogs from people, they want to go. So it's definitely been the right move for them, especially to get other enthusiasts in and ride everything. I'm rambling. Anyway, I'm gonna end it before I waffle on more. But yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a comment of what you think of Valgard down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.